Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast. Another episode of the fabulous podcast. We're going to do a trailer review. The Russo brothers.
I don't know why we're laughing.
Because I'm doing this introduction in a very weird way for some reason. Can you guess why?
Why?
I don't know. I wonder if you guys could tell me. No, it's just I'm trying to think about. I absolutely know nothing about this movie. I'm looking at the.
I know it came out of nowhere. Never heard of it.
The Electric State. It's the Russo brothers who did those massive Marvel films like Endgame and the biggest movies ever made, right?
Yeah.
With 10 billion characters and the fate of the universe. And this is another film by them. How can they top their Marvel Avengers film?
How can they do it?
Yeah.
Tell us.
I mean, it must be, if you think about it, how great it would be to have the best, biggest, most gigantic film of all time. But then what a curse, kind of a double-edged sword this might be, because people are looking at you saying, okay, let's see another one. Let's see another one of those.
Yeah.
They've kind of been all over the place, honestly. Like their stuff is big and high profile, but they did Citadel, which was supposed to be the most expensive series ever made. It was not good. And then they also did they were part of Arrested Development back in the day. I mean, they have such a weird category of things they did. Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Gray Man, which was bad, Everything All at Once was good. Like they just have, and then The Relic, which was good. So they're kind of up and down, but most of they're doing big budget kind of crowd pleasing movies for the most part and series.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So I'm always interested to see what they will do because sometimes they hit it. You never know. So we'll see.
A huge budget, $320 million. So
320. See, that's what bothers me. Because I feel like, why in the world would you need to make a movie $320 million?
Yeah,
we'll see. I guess we'll see what this looks like.
You can make 10 cool $32 million movies.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Netflix paid for that.
You could make 32 million $1 movies. 20 million films you could make if you could bring your budget down to $1.
If you made movies for $1, everyone would profit. So
yeah,
everyone worked for free, but it'd be awesome. All right,
if you brought it down to 50 cents per film, it's
our math skills are not up to snuff there. So
as we all know, budget does not equate quality. So we'll see what happens with this trailer. I'm hoping. I mean, I like Millie Bobby Brown. She's from Stranger Things. And Chris Pratt, who Guardians of the Galaxy, who can be funny. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's check it out. The Electric State.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Ready? Here we go. Everybody quiet.
Quiet.
You sure you want to do this?
Right now, all of us have something in common.
Oh.
We all lost something after the rebellion.
Whoa, that's cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Robots lost their freedom. Humans lost connection with each other. And I lost everyone I loved. Or so I thought.
So you want to go get your brother back? I'll go with you.
Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky.
I'm sorry. You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
Get ready.
You ready for what now?
Get us out of here!
Hold on! Who throws a fridge? Son of a...
Wow, March 14th.
So kind of a comedy vibe
Yeah.
to it a little bit.
I kind of like the idea. I mean, this is based on a graphic novel. I assume it has the same vibe. I kind of like the idea of the robots being a little less scary and demonic like they always have in like things like Terminator, and being like a little goofier. So in a way, you're almost underestimating them because they look kind of like cartoon characters, which I really like, but they're these huge. There's something kind of cool about this. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah, it's a design aesthetic that's pretty interesting. It reminds me of an artist, an artist that I really like named Simon Stålenhag. He's a science fiction artist. If you look up his last name is Stalenhag, Simon. He does this style of science fiction art where the science fiction element looks out of place. Like he'll have a normal parking lot and there's a big robot standing there that has a clown face painted on it or something. It's kind of this incongruous sort of look. I wonder if he was involved.
It's funny if you say that because it's based on his graphic novel.
Okay, that's what I was gonna.
I think that's very smart, very good.
Well done.
Very much like his vibe, his aesthetic, and that feeling of the world, like losing your connection to each other. And some of his art has people in these headgear, and they're just sort of oblivious, and they're that idea is creepy. It's kind of almost one of those things that I fear about the future, is that people are going to retreat more and more, because now anytime you get on any kind of public transportation, everybody has got their phone. Everybody. Unless you go to Europe and people are reading books, but who knows? People with their phones might be reading books too. You never know, but
regardless, they're looking at a screen. It's like I like how they had these helmets, which are basically phones you don't have to hold. So they're
right.
Yeah.
Some people say that's, are we losing connection with each other? Or are we more connected with each other? There's an argument that some people say, well, if somebody's sitting on a train and they're on their phone and they're texting, that means they're talking to their mom, or, talking to the guy's talking to his wife, or saying, hey, what do you feel like eating tonight for dinner? And you're having a conversation with someone you love. And so in some ways there's a human connection element to it. In other ways, you're the only people you're not connected to are the other people on the train.
And why would you want to be connected to those people?
Maybe you don't need to be connected.
I purposely don't want to be connected. Well, I think part of it too is that in-person human connection, it is different, and I feel like I've always loved screens. I've always loved movies. I love TV. I love video games. Like I'm all about the screens. I love it. I can work remotely. Like it's my comfort zone. But when you go in and you see people in person, it does feel different. And all of a sudden you feel more connected. Even though I feel like I'm very connected, it's just different.
I think it's healthier for it too. They talk about, blue zones and social interaction with people, face to face, whether it's, the corner store or whatever. So I think it's important that we don't lose that. But going back to this, I think, you definitely see the money on the screen. It looks really cool.
It does look really good.
It has, and Millie Bobby Brown is, I think she's a impressive presence and I like the rest of the characters. So it's interesting. It's just, it's interesting because there's so much money put in to something that a lot of people don't know about. That's kind of rare. It's not a Marvel property.
I know. I'd never heard. I think part 100 million of that was probably just using the Oasis song. I'm just for this trailer alone. I think that's probably where most of the budget was.
Yeah, maybe.
And they're using all that money to launch their new tour that they're about to do. And they're getting back together. God. Like, okay, these two brothers who hate each other have to get back together.
See what happens. But I know. But what I like about it too is that, and maybe this goes back to the artist you're talking about, Burk, is that his design, you make the robots more adorable and more more accessible to humans by making them cuter. The big heads looking like kitties or looking like a duck or look what like I love that idea. Instead of making robots look kind of scary or humanoid, making them cute would be really smart, a smart way of bringing humans to them. And then I love that not only that, but her best human connection looks like it was with a robot, and that the robots have lost their rights. Like,
well, if you grow up with it,
I love
it's like
that.
a teddy bear that you
It's
grow
really
up with,
smart.
you have a connection.
Yeah, it's
but
really
then
cool idea.
again, it points out those issues that I've always found really fascinating in science fiction as far as artificial intelligence. And the Spielberg movie AI, which I absolutely love, and I feel like it's got so much more depth than a lot of people,
especially now,
give that film. Yeah, and especially now. But one thing about it, you were saying making the robots cute, like if painting a funny cartoon anime face on the front of a machine.
Yeah.
Psychologically gives you a closer feeling of attachment to the thing. It's almost like if you didn't have that face on there and you took away the cute aspects of it, it would be a machine, and you might be less likely to feel a connection to it. Like, your toaster oven, you use your toaster oven every day. You make your toast and it joins you for breakfast, and it delivers this great smelling toast to you every morning. But when you want to get a new one, you throw the old one in the trash can, and
sad.
I love my toaster oven.
But you know what? If it had a face, and if
of course,
a lot of Japanese products are really capitalizing on that. They're playing music, or they're saying "Good morning," and how would you like me to make your toast? And so when you have it, when it interacts with you in the form of human interaction. Even if it's little bits of the way humans interact, suddenly you, like the character in the movie AI said, what do we owe them?
Yeah.
I thought that was a profound line in that film. And this movie may have some aspects of that.
It seems like it.
But what do we owe a thing?
But conversely, the giant robot with the cute head, stops people.
Right.
That's the other thing, like it's
smiling the whole time.
Right, exactly.
And I like how she showed up, her big army of robots, and they all look like cartoons.
Right.
She was all, here I am, and then you have these little funny, goofy looking.
Right.
So there's something about that. I don't know. I'm very interested to see this because it was way more interesting, conceptually, like we're talking about, like the cuteness element, the fact that robots are actually on the good side versus the bad side. There's something kind of cool about that. So yeah, I think
because a lot of times those Netflix big budget things or Apple, there's a lot of money,
cold.
But they're cold. They're not like really, they're kind of drab. They don't look like something I want to sit through, even though they might be a really good story. It's just like you feel like it's not quite there, but they spent $100 million on it.
Yeah. So I guess I need to like it because it's so expensive. It's like
right.
But this looks like it's well produced. It's got some very likable actors in it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Electric State.
Interesting kind of thing I like that explores these ideas. And you see something like this, and my first thought is, gosh, I hope they push into some of these ideas and really give us something to think about, like Spielberg did with AI. I feel like that's such a misunderstood movie, and it's something that we need to think about. We need to figure out how we're gonna handle these issues. We need to
these issues are happening now.
We need to develop a way of thinking about such things.
Yeah, exactly.
And because we need to all kind of be aware of what's going on in the worlds, the technology worlds,
in the world,
how psychology changing those kind of things can be.
That's right. So I have a couple posters we can look at real fast. They kind of play into the same thing. That's really funny.
Yeah.
So
like, Minions or something, when you first at it.
Very funny. I kind of hate the title Over the Nose, but that's just me. But everything else, all the type,
nose.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
Oh boy.
It's all the type is so neatly placed, and they're at the top, and their little elements, and all of a sudden the type just goes to shit on the bottom half. It's like on the nose and on top of this weird black thing, and like his neck or something. But very cute poster. And then we have this one too. This I like because it's buying into that. Is it scary? Is it cute thing where it looks like, oh, this robot looks a little frightening, but also there's something kind of cute. Look at his little feet. It's kind of funny. So yeah, there's that one's a little. I don't know why the
Yeah.
type is stepping on the thing written on the robot. What's going on?
Drone,
What's
sweet
going on with type
drone.
design out there right now?
Yeah.
Got some problems with that. So there's just some imagery from the marketing campaign so far. It's pretty early, so we're probably going to get some star cells very soon.
Yeah, it's still about 5 months out, so it's
Yeah.
But that looks like it. Well, Netflix spent a lot of money on this one, so
They
hopefully
sure
we'll get
did.
a lot of little streaming hits on this one. So the Electric State coming March 14th.
Let us know
And
your thoughts in the
definitely-
comments.
Yeah.
Definitely look up Simon Stålenhag's artwork. He
Yeah.
has tons of stuff. I mean, you can follow him on Insta and all whatever's, and he's got some books out that are good too. There's a mood, there's a feel to his artwork that I immediately saw in this, which is great. That means that the production designers and the special effects designers
Paid attention.
tried to keep that vibe, that feel.
Oh, they based it on his novel, so hopefully he got a nice fat paycheck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Artists deserve
They
to get
deserve it.
paid. Yeah, before in
Pay
these
you.
last days before AI takes over all art.
Oh, don't say that.
All right.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.